Be Quiet's known in the PC hardware enthusiast community for making some pretty awesome stuff. And that's especially true with their insanely high-end Dark Power Pro series power supplies, offering either 1200 or 1500 watts of raw, uncompromised power at the highest level 80+ titanium efficiency. But not everyone needs that kind of power for their system, and Be Quiet knows that, and that's why they launched the non-pro Dark Power 12 with models ranging from a much more reasonable 750 to 1000 watts. So if you want a PSU with top-of-the-line features and performance, but without having to pay for all those extra watts that you don't need, then the Dark Power 12's aimed right at you. This is the 750 watt model. Its MSRP is $200 US. The 850 will run you $240, and the 1000 will cost you $280. So these things are really not cheap, but that's kind of the point. They're supposed to be a no-compromised high-end solution for system builders that just want the best of the best. Even the packaging feels high-end and expensive. The cables come in their own separate box within the main package, and it's got this silver embossed writing on it. Like, they really went all out with this thing. I'm just gonna take it out of here and put it aside for now. We got the user's manual sitting right on top, and I mean, it's a power supply, so you probably know how to use it, but if you need to check it out, it's there for you. The PSU unit itself is sitting underneath this foam, and it's a really snug fit. It's really nice, high quality packaging, so I don't think you're gonna have to worry about any damage or anything like that during shipping. By the time it gets to you, it should be in perfectly good condition with this kind of foam padding on it. And there's the power supply itself right there. And first impressions, that thing looks seriously awesome. If you've got a build where the power supply is visible, I think this thing's just gonna look amazing with its minimalist and high-end looks. It's using a frameless Silent Wings fan that's been custom designed specifically for use in Be Quiet's power supplies. So it's not just an off-the-shelf Silent Wings 3 retail fan that you can buy for your case. It sits inside a funnel-shaped opening that's supposed to increase airflow and decrease turbulence. And instead of your usual fan grill, they've got this black mesh on there, and it looks pretty epic. It just adds to that overall premium look. Acoustics look pretty good, with maximum sound levels staying under 20 decibels even at full load. And everything stays under 10 decibels, which is insanely quiet until the load gets up around 70%. So I don't really think noise is gonna be a problem at all with this series. Now here's something that you may not have seen before. This is an overclocking key. And what you do with this is it installs into the back of your case into an expansion slot like a PCI Express or PCI card would. And it's got a little toggle switch on it. And what that does is it lets you switch the default 4-rail power delivery system over to a single rail high performance mode. So I guess that can be beneficial for overclocking. I mean, they're calling it an overclocking key. I'm not sure how much of a difference that might make because I haven't tested it, but the feature is there and may be of interest to overclockers and just high-end PC enthusiasts. Being a high-end PSU, of course, it's fully modular, and all the connectors have nice labels printed right on the unit itself to, help you plug all your cables in so you don't get confused or anything like that. And then this little thing underneath the motherboard connector, it says OCK, and that's where this overclocking key plugs into right here. It's got 3 pins on it. The back has your typical ventilation zones to exhaust the hot air, your on-off toggle switch, and the main power connector. Let's open our fancy cable box and see what they gave us. We've got a package of mounting hardware along with some zip ties and some Velcro cable ties, which can help a lot with cable routing and management. First cable is the CPU power cable, and let's just take a look at it so we can get an idea for the quality and what it looks like. Comes all wrapped up with a little piece of Velcro. And, oh, there's actually 2 of them here. I didn't realize that. So yeah, looks like they're nice sleeved cables. They're a little bit stiff, but hopefully they loosen up a little bit. Nice sleeved cables, all black color scheme, should look pretty good and make a nice clean looking build. So if you've got a window on your tower, it's always nice to have black cables because I think they just pretty much go with everything. Next up, we got some SATA cables. This one has 2 SATA connectors, 2 Molex connectors, and of course a floppy connector, because you can't forget that. This one's got 3 more SATA connectors on it. Same thing with this one. We've got 4 more SATA connectors. And this one's got 1, 2, 3 Molex connections. These are our VGA cables for the graphics cards. There's 2 6+2 pin graphics card connectors on that one, and then the exact same thing again on here, so that's 4 of them in total. And here's the 24 pin motherboard power cable along with, it looks like another VGA cable actually. Yes, it is. So another dual VGA cable there. The 24 pin, of course, is the biggest one, but it's not too big or anything like that. Shouldn't be hard to run it through most cases through grommets and cutouts and stuff like that. And finally, we have our main power cable that connects to the wall. In terms of specs and performance, what you're really paying for here is the highest level efficiency certification, which is 80 plus titanium. And what that means is 95.9% of the incoming AC power is being converted over to usable DC current. And that leaves little left over for waste heat, which means there's less heat inside the unit, less wear and tear on the components, and that has allowed Be Quiet to offer a 10-year manufacturer warranty with these power supplies. So if you invest in these, at least you know you're gonna be good for like a decade. They're also using advanced technologies like an active rectifier and a full bridge LLC to reduce ripple and produce the most stable power flow possible. Then they've got high quality Japanese capacitors and a completely wire-free interior design. In other words, there's a whole bunch of fancy German engineering going on inside this thing. If you want the highest quality, most efficient, and stable power supply that Be Quiet offers, but you don't need the insanely high wattage of the Pro Series, then you should check out the Dark Power 12. Like any super high-end product, I don't think these are going to be for everyone, with the price point being what it is, but for hardcore overclockers, enthusiasts, and pretty much anyone that needs the highest level reliability out of their system, I think the Dark Power 12 series can make sense. So I'm going to throw some purchasing links down in the description of this video. Make sure you check those out if you're interested in these, and hit the subscribe button on your way out, because there's a lot more content on the way. See ya.